Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Mental Mondays. Much appreciated you guys taking some time out of your day to watch the video. Welcome back to all the hardcore fans of Mental Monday. Welcome back to all the sensitive types that I make mad every Monday for saying something you don't agree with. Everybody's welcome to listen in today. So today's video, what I want to talk about is sort of an interesting topic in my, sort of a interesting study in human behavior. I want to talk about and have a little discussion about the dudes out there that drive like the Chargers and Mustangs, the crotch rocket motorcycles, and even some of those jacked up pickup trucks that have those big obnoxious diesel pipes running out the tops of them, and sort of correlate that to bass fishing a little bit, behavior. So it's been something I wanted to do for a while, so we'll get into that here. So anyway, what we're talking about, everybody out there, guys, we all got pet peeves, things that sort of get under our skin a little bit. And the thing that gets under my skin is here in Springfield, Missouri, and really everywhere in the country I've been around, you got these dudes out there that drive these crotch rockets, Chargers, Mustangs, and those super loud diesel black smoking pipe trucks over there. And the thing that I've noticed about them is they all sort of fall into the same behavior category. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen them. It's like you'll see them pull up at a stop sign or stoplight, and when the stoplight turns green, none of those dudes can just ease out into traffic like normal people, like everybody does. They have got to goose that thing and just expose everybody to a massive dose of noise pollution or black smoke rolling out those things. And then they just take off, and pass everybody out of the stoplight. Almost without exception. Very, very seldom do I see anybody just sort of keep the same pace of traffic. And then those same guys, if you've noticed them too, when you're passing traffic in town or on the highway or something like that, they don't know how to just stay with the flow. They've got to, when they pass somebody, they got to make sure that you hear every horsepower that's in that motor, whether it be the crotch rocket or the Charger or the Mustang or the jacked up pickup truck. They got to make sure you hear them, because they nail it to get around somebody, to go 100 feet, just to make sure that they have a loud car. It's almost laughable a little bit, in my opinion. So the thing about that is I got studying a little bit, because I had a couple friends that were they fell into this category a ways back. They weren't the modern era, but they're in the past. So I sort of know the mentality, the personality that you're dealing with a little bit. And I don't want to lump everybody, this is my opinion anyway too, and I don't want to lump everybody and say 100% of the people that drive these things are like that, because there's never 100% in anything. It is I've yet to meet one that's not, though, that drive these things. But they sort of fall into the same category, that they're a little bit high-strung, little bit wired a little bit too tight, a little bit on the cocky side, a little arrogant, and obviously they don't have the degree of respect for other people that they need to have, because a lot of these people, when they drive in heavy traffic, they create a dangerous situation. They never know when some 80-year-old grandma is going to pull out without seeing them coming around them 100 miles an hour or something like that, or run over dogs or something like that. I saw one of them run over a squirrel today by my house. So from that standpoint, there's a lot of sort of disrespect amongst that group as a whole. Again, if you're one of those guys out there and you don't fall into the category I'm talking about, don't take offense, because I'm not putting it at 100%. I'll put it in the 90s anyway. But anyway, the point of the video, what I want to talk about, is how this behavior, the Mustang, Charger, crotch rocket personality of person, relates to bass fishing, and how it's terrible for your fishing to have that personality. If you have a personality in bass fishing that is hard charging, arrogant, disrespectful, wired too tight, impatient, all the characteristics that I see a lot of these guys drive like, that have these vehicles, you're not going to be a very, very good bass fisherman. It goes against every aspect of what creates successful fishing. In bass fishing, you're going to find out that you're going to go a lot further in the sport, and in life general. I'll just throw it out there in life too, since it's a Mental Monday. if you have the qualities of patience and humbleness and respect for other people and empathy, all of these qualities that are not reflected in the way these people drive also reflects to bass fishing as well. Bass, another thing, I have never seen a situation where, all these guys in the cars I'm talking about, it seems like they're in a hurry. I don't care if they're running to the corner to get some milk, they got to drive 100 miles an hour to get there. One of the things I've never seen in bass fishing, you will never be more successful going faster than slower. If you can't slop through areas and do good, you just cannot be hard charging and, just try to force things to happen, like, just in almost an overly aggressive sense, which these people that I'm talking about, they drive aggressively. This aggressiveness that comes out, whether they're trying to compensate for some lack they have or whatever, but this aggressiveness is not a good human quality. It definitely does not go over well into bass fishing. So one of the things in bass fishing, guys, is what you can learn from this, and that's the whole thing. I'm an observer of human behavior. I sort of study it. One of the things you can learn from this and not do in your fishing is to bring those same qualities out in the water. When you're fishing, try to stay with the things that create success in fishing. The things that can create success in fishing are relaxing and breathing, slowing down, finding a good pace, being humble, being respectful, being aware, being courteous of others, being empathetic. All of these qualities are going to allow you to catch a lot more fish, and it's also going to make you to have a better life overall. It's going to allow you to interact better with people. It's going to allow you to be more successful in business, all that type of stuff. So point of the video, guys, is learn from these dudes out there that you see driving like nuts, and don't be like them. It doesn't serve you well in this life at all. It's like, it's something that I don't know how that trend got started, but it's sort of, I see it more and more all the time. A lot of those dudes on the crotch rockets, they don't even have license plates because they don't need them. They just flip off the police and drive 150 miles an hour and get away from them. So there's sort of that element there that is not a real positive light of our society there. So anyway, hope that made some sense out there. Hope you can relate to that. I know that if you guys are like me and you're sort of it's not that I'm like that because I'm older now. I was like that when I was 20 years old. I couldn't stand the same dude. I had a friend that had an old Barracuda that had the hood cut out of it with a 454. He was the same way. I couldn't stand it back when I was 20, and I can't now either. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shoot me some comments, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.